We'd better buckle up for this one. One team already ranked in the top 25, the other sitting just on the cusp and trying to prove a point in this one. Welcome to Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Started with the opening kickoff. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. To throw, it's Green. He's going to take a shot right away. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Arkansas!
Man, you want to make a statement early in a game. Your first offensive possession, you go 75 yards for the touchdown. Their opponent right now is literally in shock and awe. They're in disbelief. They don't even know what hit them.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Takes the handoff. It's Payne. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Hauls it in. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down.
QB decided not to hand it off on that RPO. Defense, great job taking the throwaway, now setting up 4th.
And the Horned Frogs will send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Give to the back. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Looking to pass. It's Green. Buys a little extra time. Gone near the sticks. It's Blake. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Platt. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
Well, that was a dart right there. He's going to give Arkansas a chance because in the old days in the SEC, you had to run the football if you were going to win championships. Today, you better be able to get it through the air. When you think of all the great play callers in this league and all the Heisman Trophy winners this league has seen at the QB position in recent years, you better be able to do it throwing the ball. This guy, I think, gives Arkansas a chance with his arm.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's got it on the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't get any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
No thought of trying to kick the 46-yarder. They'll go for it. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Hauls it in, the first down and more. And not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need sixes.
Scanning the field, it's Green. Here comes the heat. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Gonna look downfield again. Release to the back. And he's gonna score. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football. He'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. TCU has it back in the Horned Frogs go on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Quickly complete. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
The Horned Frogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got a man, it's Green. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Under fire. They got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Green. Uncorks it. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
And these punt returners only get so many opportunities to try to make plays, and do they want to make them? So much space back there when you punt them the football. But the thing is, look at all these guys flying down the field, all the speed on the field for that punt coverage team, and you can tell they caught up with them and forced the fumble.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's McAllister. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
And on the slant route, I love the location of the throw by the quarterback. He's not making it difficult on his receiver. He's putting the football out in front, hitting his receiver right in the face mask and making it easy for him.
They'll give it to the back. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays thrown.
And he'll be stopped for no gain and will be stopped for the end of the 1st quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. Got enough for the 1st. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
On that RPO play, I don't hate the decision by the quarterback not to hand it off and throw it deep down the field. I just don't like the throw. Not an accurate throw. He never got his feet back underneath him after riding the running back and not handing it off. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals to hit that throw because that play was there to be made.
Scrambling away. On the move, he fires. Got him downfield. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The pull and throw off the RPO. How much does it help your blocking scheme to have a guy who finds the crease? He gets to the 39.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
And the Horned Frogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
And here they come, going for the first down on 4th and 2. Looking to throw again. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Dropping back, it's Hoover. Snagged out of the air. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Fires to the tight end. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
The Horned Frogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. He's moving out of the pocket. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Got his man on the right. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Tries to get it on the ground. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into him.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Louisville is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Lamar Jackson should never be counted out of any game. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Bowling Green. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. To the air. It's Green. He tries to take the top off. He's got it on the left. Off to the races. Touchdown, Arkansas! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Tight end now in motion. Rides to back and leads him. Gets it past the marker. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And I would just hate to be in the shoes of these defenders trying to tackle this running back because, of course, you're so afraid of this guy shaking you and using his elite speed to make you look bad on a highlight film somewhere, but you forget this guy can still run you over. And you saw it on that play.
Here's the pressure. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, this quarterback's already taken a couple shots from the pocket. There's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. He makes a catch. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. And the Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Touchdown, TCU! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. There was not a window there. There was not a sliver of light. There was like the eye. Oh, and the extra point is blocked. He picks it up. Remember, he can take it back.
And the two-point conversion is no good. That keeps the score Arkansas 21, TCU.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wants to go up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking for a man. It's Green. Here's a heat. Caught over the middle. It's Platt. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around. Hang around, Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying in this game and have a lead.
Yeah.
Touchdown, Razorbacks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking downfield on first down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Fires to the wideout. He's open on the right. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Gonna take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes quarterbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
They just keep firing. Makes the catch. It's Baker. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
How do I make the defense defend multiple plays? Really nice job running the RPO. The pass threat, you could tell, softened them up a little bit. Now you hand the football off and you get the big 3rd down conversion.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. It's Hoover. Working that left side now. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds.
And you don't see that often where you're running a screen and you're featuring the running back and setting it up, but you go elsewhere. It's a nice job by the offense, nice job by the quarterback in particular, seeing the defense, saying, I can make a play somewhere else, and he goes and does it.
Trying play action. Pressure coming. Going right and going deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession. Still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it deep.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Wide receiver comes in motion. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw, it's Green. Under fire. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Razorbacks will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Down 2 possessions. possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Fires left. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
To the air, it's Green. Looking left. Makes the grab outside. It's Blake. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Touchdown, Arkansas! And the route is on.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense. That guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Louisville has the lead right now, but it's not like Lamar Jackson is under center out there today, which might explain why this one is so close. They're up by 11 over Bowling Green. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. They'll start this drive going to the air. The sure hands, it's McAllister. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Back to pass. It's Hoover. Gets it out fast. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
That's a bang-bang play, 3-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
The Horned Frogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Let's go. Motion from the back. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Got room on the return. He's at the 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And the extra point was good to finish things off.
The score, Arkansas 42, TCU 13.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
They'll run it from the gun. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Dropping back, it's Hoover. Makes the catch. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Handoff from the gun. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Back to pass on second down. Pocket breaking down. Zings it complete to the right. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
The give on the option. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And those corner routes, those quarterbacks need to throw the ball with some air and put it towards the sideline, away from the defender. You could tell a little bit maybe underthrown. The defender doing a good job sticking with the play, getting his hand on the football, and getting the deflection.
To the air, it's Hoover. Oh, they're after him. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Takes a hit as he fires. Picked off. Taking it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing, having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Hoover. Fires to the wideout. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Snags it over the middle. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Well, it's a nice job tackling on defense. I know one guy missed, but you saw the effort. Other guys coming and flying to the football. They knew how big that 3rd down was. They had to get the stop to give themselves a chance to now get off the field.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Makes the grab. It's Brown.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Caught close to the marker. It's Anthony. Nice move. Creates some space. Open field on the right. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Arkansas. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
TCU 16.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This should be the last play of the quarter. To the air, it's Hoover. A little screen to the running back. We reach the brink. Arkansas has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Now they'll run it to the right here. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, still going. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. Might be changing the route. To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Baker. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. And the Horned Frogs are marching down the field. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a 1st down.
When you run those routes, those curl routes just like that, those DBs are going to break when you go to throw the football. So you better put that thing on a line, and the QB did there. Put it on a line. Great job, great catch. 1st down.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the 1st down?
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
The Horned Frogs trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Big fella moving. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Quarterback may change this route. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Past the 50. The 40. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. He's going to run it. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
And how about it? It's not just the arm. We've seen that today where he's picked them apart, put up some yardage, put on some touchdowns. Also showing you he can do it with his puppies. Taking off, running, getting the 1st down. Nice scramble. He's shown you a little bit of everything today.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult to him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on. Bottling him up, that's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle him up. You want to set those edges really, really firm and make him turn back inside where all the big boys are coming, and you don't let that speed get to the outside.
Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Razorbacks! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Back to throw, it's Hoover. Grabbed over the middle, it's McAllister. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Off play action. The short hands, it's Payne. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
To the air on second down. Rushes on him. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Green. Going for it all. He holds it in, and nobody's close. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
With that last touchdown, looks like they're going to start this season 4-0, and you've got to be impressed with what you've seen so far from this team. We knew coming in on paper this team had a chance this season, but until the lights go on, until you actually go out and do it for real, you can't believe just how good they are. But they've shown now, starting 4-0 on the year, this is a team that's going to contend for a national championship.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Now they'll run the draw. Turning it on. The 50. He's inside the 40. He's up at 20. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. They still do count it for 6.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the fourth quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know, next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Looking for a man. It's Green. Going for the big play. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
The Razorbacks line it up with a first and goal. Calls his own number. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. There he goes. And they swarm him under.
Want to talk about a monster performance? This guy now has 150 yards rushing. The defense has had no answer for this guy, and he's showing you why he is such a weapon in this offense. Speed, the ability to catch the ball, the vision, the quickness. He's got all the tools in the tool.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. With with yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent. Does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?
I think the portal certainly helps. At the end of the day, though, they just wanted it more today, and that win is going to help recruiting.